Ministry of Tourism was previously held by a Cuban citizen. So Delcy Rodriguez decided to remove the previous tourism minister from Cuba and installed Daniela Cabello, who is the daughter of Diosdado Cabello, who is signaled as a human rights violator. On its part, Diosdado Cabello warned that law of amnesty will not be available for everyone, and it will only be applied in discretionary fashion. Simultaneously, Delcy and Jorge Rodriguez met with Laura Dogu, Chief of Mission of the United States in Venezuela, and she reminded them that the United States goal is stabilization, recovery, and transition. It looks like the presence of Daniela Cabello at the tourism ministry would ensure that Diosdado Cabello would not leave the country or betray the government, and it will be seen later today when the National Assembly meets what kind of amnesty law will be debated, because the ruling Socialist Party are supposed to follow orders from Diosdado Cabello, hardliner, who is the president of that political party. But they will be discussing the law of amnesty at the National Assembly, and the president of the National Assembly is Jorge Rodriguez, brother of President Delcy Rodriguez, and who met with United States Chief of Mission yesterday at Miraflores Palace. Diosdado Cabello is increasingly seen as being sidelined, as most Venezuelans are converging into Delcy Rodriguez acting government strategy of improving relations with the United States. Delcy Rodriguez might ask the Supreme Tribunal of Justice about the legality of License 46, but that sounds like a dead end, because License 46 was issued from the United States so that Venezuela could receive some pressure relief. And of course, License 46 prohibits petroleum deals with Cuba, Russia, North Korea, and Iran. That was the whole point while Maduro was extracted and Delcy Rodriguez was sworn in president. We shall see what the Supreme Tribunal of Justice will rule. However, Venezuela has no room to complain. Our military is unable to defend ourselves from the United States. Alliance with Russia and China is already deteriorated, and they will save us diplomatically, politically, or militarily even less on a future occasion. Another feature of License 46 is that any litigation can be exclusively debated at courts of the United States, while the Venezuelan hydrocarbon law, now reformed, widens the scope to any other country. However, Venezuela can no longer go back to shadow fleets, sanctions, and risk of being militarily invaded again. So Venezuela will have to comply on petroleum sales being conducted through United States tutelage. Delcy Rodriguez and Diosdado Cabello might try to save themselves from constant supervision of the United States, but it is not a guarantee of success. Venezuela's business community and moderate opposition who are supporting peace arrangements provided by dialogue between United States and Venezuela will not care that litigation is in United States rather than third countries, because United States is already taking care of most of our petroleum transactions. When Delcy Rodriguez and Diosdado Cabello accepted on January 3rd that they would negotiate with the United States so that they would not be killed in 15 minutes, they surrendered. And Venezuela lost the war it had against the United States during the last few years while dictator Maduro was in charge. And unless Diosdado Cabello accepts that the Amnesty Law should be far-reaching, and unless Delcy Rodriguez accepts that litigation shall occur exclusively in United States, there is no guarantee that their government would survive, because a significant portion of Venezuelans support actions and methods United States is exerting upon Venezuela so that we revert to a system of government away from authoritarianism. We will soon be able to address how far-reaching the new Amnesty Law will become. It is encouraging to see a significant number of political prisoners being released every day. Some are still in jail, and the wild card will be soon released once Jorge Rodriguez provides to the National Assembly deputies the text of specific articles or wording of the Amnesty Law. We will soon realize if Jorge and Delcy Rodriguez maintain their pledge to liberate political prisoners, or if they are yielding to Diosdado Cabello, who is requesting a number of exceptions. The only exceptions so far are for homicides, drug trafficking, and human rights violations, as described by President Delcy Rodriguez last week. Perhaps Diosdado Cabello is trying to extend a discretionary methodology to consider human rights violations. However, Jorge Rodriguez, at the beginning of this presidential term, reaffirmed that the Amnesty Law would be unilateral and far-reaching. In presence of Daniela Cabello at the Ministry of Tourism might calm down a bit her father, as her job in tourism will need a reconciled Venezuela where investment would flow. It is necessary to solve this human rights political prisoners situation immediately so that this distraction of always speaking about political prisoners can be gone. Venezuelans need to move on, reconcile, develop our country, and break away from the habit of constantly speaking about political prisoners in spite of everyone else. Therefore, it is for the best interest of our country that political prisoners are finally released to accelerate initiation of healing.